Hey, thanks for watching my new video. This is my latest project. It's a keepsake box that I made for my wife for our 5-year anniversary. You can see it's got a lock. So here's the key. I actually bought the lock for the key. I wanted a nice big solid key, and so I bought the lock first and unlock it, and it still is actually latched. So it's got this cool kind of sliding mechanism, and you just slide the lid back about ½ an inch. And that unlatches it, and then you can flip it open. So it's got these two pegs, and that's connected with the top of the box, and they fit in little holes here on either side. And so that's my little boy in the background playing with his toys. Sorry. So you just flip it down, slide it forward, and those pegs fit into the square holes and latch it closed. As you can see, there's a purple heart bow tie on the bottom of the box. It just lights up beautifully if the light hits it right, and that goes all the way through the bottom of the box. So just tip the lid down. Again, you can kind of see how you slide it forward, and then it's latched, and it won't open even though you haven't locked it with a key. The top is just kind of a frame and panel construction with mitered corners. And the middle here is cherry. That cherry is actually laminated on top of some ½ inch, or maybe it's 3/8 of an inch birch ply. You can see here on the inside, and that will hopefully keep that cherry in the middle from expanding and popping open the mitered corners over time. Which I also added some splines along the corners. Did that on the table saw. And that's one of my favorite parts of the box, are how the splines end in these cool little points there, and that's just because of the kerf of the table saw blade. I also did these through locking dovetails on my mitered corners of the box, just to strengthen the mitered corners. You can see there in the bottom, the bow tie goes all the way through, and you can see it on the bottom. The bottom is actually two pieces of wood joined by that bow tie. Kind of plays into the whole wedding or anniversary theme. I made these curved faces on the router, and I can explain that in another video, but it's a great method. It makes it really easy to get a nice curve. So I did want to mention about this lock. You may be wondering how I came up with the sliding latching mechanism, how I came up with that design, but it's all based on the lock there. The pin just comes straight up, and so if the lid of the box just flipped up and down like that, that locking pin wouldn't do anything to keep the box locked. So I actually bought the key and the locking mechanism 1 year and gave that to my wife for our anniversary, and then I went about designing the box around it, and I couldn't figure out how do I get this lock to actually lock the box. And so I came up with this design such that when you close the lid and you slide the top forward, then that deadbolt keeps it from sliding backward, and therefore it's latched and you can't open it when it's locked. So that's the box. I hope you like it. I'm pretty proud of it. And there it is.